So first I'm going to add some coconut milk. And so basically, if you want to use a stone ground, you can. But because this is such a quick dessert to put together, I'm just going to use a 5-minute grits. And you want this to come up to kind of a slight boil. And I came up with this idea, and a lot of the recipes that I come up with are inspired by something. And so for this one, my dad loves almond joys. And so I kind of thought, well, if I'm going to be creative with grits, let's see how I can put together kind of the idea of an almond joy and grits into one. And that's how I came up with this crispy coconut bite with chocolate sauce. And I think what helps too is the coconut helps the texture of the grits. So when people taste it, the first thing they taste actually is the coconut and not the grits. So now once it comes up to a slight boil, I'm going to add my grits. And you just want to whisk them in pretty fast so you don't get lumps. And it's already starting to thick up because you don't have too much liquid in here. But what you're going to do is after these cook up, you're actually going to cool them down. And if you're trying to do this really fast, because I think we're trying to put together a dessert, you don't want them to take a long time. Because for me, I want to eat them faster than I want to prepare them. And so I concentrate more on the quickness too sometimes of dessert. So they're already nice and thick, and we have some already to the side that have thickened up really nicely. And I'll take a spoon and you just want to make some little balls. And I think it's fun to get into using your hands. I think they're the best utensils. My great-grandmother really taught me that more because she didn't measure anything, and so she used her hands to measure. So what I like to do is you're just going to coat them first in some cream, and then into your graham cracker crumbs. And I like to work with one hand wet, one hand dry, and then back into the cream, and then into the coconut. Okay. Let me get cleaned up. Now, to cook these off, I like to cook them in butter because I like the flavor of butter into this particular dish, but you're not going to use that much. Let's see where it's down here. And so I'm just going to melt off a little butter, and then you need to watch because you don't want to cook them for too long or they're going to fall apart. So you just want to crisp them up on all sides. While I'm doing this, does anyone have any questions so far? Did anyone get to watch the MasterChef program? It was on me. I was on season 2 and won that one, as well as season 2 came out this past June. Okay, any questions? You sure? Okay. Alright, so I want this to be kind of sizzling. Let's go ahead and get one more of these going so I can present it. And then again, the chocolate comes in with a chocolate sauce that I like to serve on the side. So raise your hand who likes to do pastries more than savory dishes. Okay, that's definitely me. I think it helps because I have a sweet tooth, so I don't know if that helps, but I definitely love sweets. And so to make on myself is always the adventure. I want to come out with something new. Okay, let's test this. Just a little bit longer. You want it to really start sizzling. I'll just crank it up just a little. Okay, good. And I've tried to use like a spatula or tongs when I'm doing this, but they kind of fell apart. So I just like to use a fork. And once they start browning, just start flipping them really quickly. And then you want to have to the side a paper towel lined plate, and that way you can just get off any of the excess butter. You don't want to have your little balls drowned in the butter, but definitely just crisp off. And one of the things that, in kind of the nutrition side of food that I like to do, is that these grits barely have any sugar in them, and also they're pretty much portion controlled. So this is a great thing for kids to have as a snack, because you don't have to worry about them eating too much if you only serve them like 1 or 2 of these little balls. So as you can see, they've gotten a nice color on them, and they're pretty much ready to go. And then how I like to plate them. You can serve 1 or 2, or as many as you want. And then I'll have a little chocolate sauce, and I just like to plate them with some of the chocolate sauce. And there you have it. Really simple, something fun to do, and definitely creative using grits.